Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. All right, so it's Wednesday, and I'm headed to RSC to pick up the GMT Master 2. On Wednesdays, they're open until 6:30. So I had a viewer months or years ago that was telling me that the RSC in London has many watches that were never picked up. And it got me thinking, how does that happen? People don't forget. Do people go and take their watches in and then something happens to them? Well, I was thinking about it, and I had a pretty crazy drinking session a week or so back, and if I had pulled John Bonham, my watch very likely would have been lost. My wife has no idea that it's at RSC. And my only hope would be that Maynard in Japan would hear of my death, contact my wife, and say, by the way, he's got a watch at RSC. So that's kind of a scary thought. That GMT just sitting in there forever, waiting to be picked up, never being picked up. It being denied my my children, who of course would get it in that scenario. Dark, weird, scary thought. But I'm alive. I just gotta keep alive until I can get there. If I can just remain alive and then for the next hour, I think we'll be okay. All right, so what watch am I wearing to RSC? Well, I had planned to wear the Hydronaut and see what a service would cost, but here's the thing. They take the bracelet off of it, and I'm not sure if they crack the back or not. And they sort of get it ready for the yes or the no. And I'm not ready for the yes. I'm not ready to go through with it. I just sort of want to fact find and really just get a base quote, and I don't really need it to do that. And I've been wearing the grandfather watch, so it wasn't running this morning. In fact, the Hydronaut should have run longer. It should have been running longer. So I think it might need a service, but I didn't. And Seiko 5. Seiko 5 is what I have. Plus, this is easier to chuck in the bag. I just feel better about chucking this in the bag. All right, so behind me is Tokyo Station, and it's like a maze in there. I can't come or leave without being lost at least 10 minutes. And I've been thinking about it. We know the new BLNR is referred to as the Batman. No, the Batgirl, to account for that feminine Jubilee bracelet. What about an all black on a Jubilee bracelet? What is that called? The Black Girl? Seems insensitive. Needs a good name. Or does it? I don't know. What is the all black? That's what my vote is. The all black. The espresso, the licorice. There's nothing good. All black is just the way to go. But let me know. What do you think? What's the best term for it? I'm thinking there's nothing cool we could call it. Just the all black, which is kind of boring. But boring is better than cheesy, right? All right, guys, I'm gonna use the toilet, and so I need a special pass to get to the second floor. It's a Rolex bathroom. Actually, it's not a Rolex bathroom. It's the building's bathroom. Second floor, and a lot of security in this building. Let's enjoy this bodily moment, courtesy of Rolex. All right, guys, so I'd love to flash it, but I have to wait until the thread glue dries. 2 hours. And I don't know what time it is. Actually, I know what time it is. It's 6:30. I was there until it closed, and everybody speaks really good English there, and they're really nice. Yeah, really good experience. They're saving a Coke bezel for me, bezel insert. I'm gonna do that in a week. Unfortunately, they can't do it immediately. You gotta leave the watch with them. And so that's just the way it goes, all right? What else? This is windy, I know, sorry about that. Tudor Hydronaut service, about 64,000 yen, pretty much what a Rolex service costs. Ouch! I was hoping it would be cheaper, but it's not. Not as keen to do that, but I gotta do it at some point. Down the road, I got bezels to buy and stuff like that. All right, what else? What else? You can, as a tourist, get your Rolex worked on. No problem there. It takes a month though, so you have to hang out in a hotel for about a month, which I can think of worse cities to do that in. And any other questions that I had? Yeah, that was it. I tried it on. It's awesome, and it's comfortable. It's light. It's rattly. It's definitely the older version, the period correct version. People were asking if I was going to get the super Jubilee. No. I get the rattlesnake. Anything else about it? Oh, I showed her my Rolex wallet. I couldn't help myself. I said, "Have you ever seen a Rolex wallet?" And she looked at it and she acted surprised. And I showed her the things, and she said, "So you got that when you bought a watch?" I said it was from the 90s, because that's what it is. And I kind of hemmed and hawed. I was like, do I tell her I got it from eBay? I said I got it from some used shop or something. And yeah, I wonder if she was like, yeah, it's probably fake. I don't know. Hey, if you guys think people on YouTube call your watch out as being fake, hey, get a $40 Rolex wallet from eBay. They really go hard on that. All right, so there you go. Got a couple pouches, Rolex pouches. One for my watch, that's the glue thread. One for the GMT, and one for the Seiko 5. And that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to wear the Casio, because I don't think she would have. I mean, you could just pop that in your bag, right? So if you wear sort of a metal watch, they'll give you an extra pouch to keep your extra watch in. So go there with a watch that perhaps looks like it needs protecting, and you'll get an extra pouch. So 2 pouches, and then the oyster bracelet is in a plastic pouch. All right, guys. Well, off I go. I'll send a follow-up video when I get home. 2 hours. 2 hours is a long time to wait, but oh well. I've been waiting a week, so who cares? All right, I'm home, and it's been 2 hours, so let's check it out. The glove is just for fingerprints. So there's the pouch. Moment of truth. On a side note, it's kind of weird the way they bend it this way. I mean, it keeps it really secure, but when I use these, I always put it the other way, and it kind of, it's loose. So this looks like the way to do it, to keep it really secure. All right, so, all right, so, now, when I gave it to him, I asked if this piece has been polished, and she disappeared in the back. Actually, it was a guy. and he disappeared in the back and then came back and said no. So this is an unpolished piece, and I didn't have it polished this time, and I realized that I didn't even ask about that when I picked it up. It totally slipped my mind, and I got home and I thought, I better check that out, and sure enough, it's still unpolished, and that's because there's a little ding right up here. You can see it. Let's get a little closer. There it is, a little dent right there. A couple of them. And that would be gone if it had been polished. And also, there's a little ding on the upper left lug, so that would probably be gone as well if they had polished it. So that's a good thing. All right, so bezel is aligned, and the scratch on the crystal is less. It's still there. It's the same crystal, I can tell, and it still does have, you know, that scratch there. You can barely make it out, but it is there. They might have polished it in some way. It just doesn't seem as pronounced as when I took it in, but it really wasn't that big of a deal anyway. But yeah, you can kind of still, there you go. Okay, there's a good shot. I may have that replaced in the future, but again, not a big deal. And you know, the integrity, the strength of the crystal, well, at least according to Rolex, is up to par. All right, thoughts. Well, it's beautiful. That's a oyster bracelet for sure. And what can I say about it? It's very comfortable. Let's put it on. Now, I've only had it on for about 10 seconds just to see if it was fitted to me, and they needed to take out one link. Hence, they used the thread glue, and then I couldn't wear it immediately. No flip lock, so this is going to feel a little less secure to me. It's going to take some getting used to. I don't think I'd swim in this. Certainly not in really deep water that I couldn't retrieve the watch if it fell off my wrist. And that's what the flip locks are for. Show that added security. Let's get rid of this. All right, so there it is. You can kind of hear the rattle. Really light, really, wow, really comfortable. I mean, yeah, this is quite a different feeling than the oyster. So there we have it. All right, so I'm going to enjoy this about a week, and then back to the same place. We're going to make it a Coke. That'll take another week. So, you know, a week on the wrist. Take it back. They'll take it for another week, and then we'll have a Coke, and then I guess we'll do Pepsi after that. All right, guys. Well, let me know what you think. Take care. Thanks for watching. See you next time.